VTubers have celebrated a meteoric rise in popularity, and now in the 2020s we're witnessing an internet renaissance of indie VTubers as it's easier than ever to start broadcasting to the world. Design programs like Vroid Studio, Live 3D, and even Blender make creating your own avatar as easy as YouTube tutorials make it. I'm self-teaching Blender, and some videos that I've clicked on that said tutorial have no rights calling themselves tutorials. Either the maker is inept at explaining what they're doing, or the video is labeled for a specific skill level, but it's clearly several levels above that. It can feel like trying to follow a max level player through a level 10 zone while you're level 0. Their own experience gets in the way of their ability to teach, or they're doing it on purpose to shill their own paid courses. Anyway, VTubers. While most female VTubers can coast by with acting tarded and choosing to spec into either moe or gooner bait, male VTubers have to evolve personalities to gain audiences. The world just isn't fair that way, and it won't change for anyone, so it's best to just adapt, myself included. But with the increasing commonality that VTubing is, it will eventually enter the layman nomenclature, and it's only natural that media about VTubers should come into existence. And I'm not talking rules 34, 35, and 36. I mean real works. Comics, cartoons, video games, and you'll be surprised at how many actually already exist. My father became a cute VTuber girl. You heard that right, that's the name of this manga. This is the most otaku nightmare. The main character is a kid named Takashi, and his oshi is called Yae Kisuke. He's watching her stream when his mom tells him to call his dad for dinner. And when he does so, he finds his oshi is not only ending her stream, but it's also his father. They both freak out, and it almost blows his dad's act. But he strong-arms Takashi into playing the role of big brother, with dinner being very, very awkward between the two. Afterwards, Takashi and his dad have a talk, and that goes about as well as you would expect. So he runs to his mom, and finds out she's also a VTuber, and she has a strong rivalry complex with Yae, who she doesn't know is her husband. She, the mom, even comedically calls Yae some seedy old man gaming the system selling panty shots to perverts. Shots fucking fired with that one. And Rational Brain, it's bad, but I would definitely say that this is not as bad as finding out either one of your parents does OnlyFans. At that point, your only option is to unsub with honor and commit ritual bukkake. But this manga, it's a weird family comedy, just straight comedy, and it only consists of 19 chapters authored by Wataru Akashingo. It's a short and complete series, but its base is not one that really had staying power. Maybe it had another 5 to 10 chapters in it, but it certainly doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's not bad for what it is. It's just a quick hit of VTuber comedy and then it's over. And outside of the whole VTuber thing, it's not like there's any dramatic family discord aside from the inner turmoil of Takashi. His parents are a loving couple, completely ignorant to each other's internet activity. You could very easily call this satire of the VTuber genre. My favorite VTuber is Scary IRL. An unnamed male lead is working Delivery Eats. You can guess the reference. When he makes a delivery to a woman who is a lot taller than him, and kind of intimidating. In a bid to regain his sanity after the encounter, he turns on his oshi, VTuber Hane Fuwari. Some subtle foreshadowing as Fuwari says she is shy IRL and trying to fix it. Then MC gets another order for the tall chick again. He assumes the worst, but once she thanks him, he recognizes her voice. Over the next few deliveries, she expands on how shy she is and is trying to change, eventually straight up offering him cash to talk to her IRL. One misunderstanding later, and the two are basically friends now, as MC is helping his oshi fix her fear of people and the outside world. It's a very light sitcom with undertones of romance, and very light fan service without the ecchi tag. It currently sits at 17 chapters by author Ryo Yorima. Though right now it doesn't seem to have a clear direction it's trying to go as a story, just the base plot and nameless MCs stumbling through IRL. I'm the older brother of a famous VTuber, but for some reason I became famous. The title is the plot hook. Sota Shiojiri is just an ordinary high schooler, and he got his first girlfriend a few months ago, but she's a gold-digging bitch. She's just been using him as an ATM and bag boy, and she tears him down from looks to wealth to status. And ironically, her Oshi is VTuber Isuzu Wine, a bratty vampire character. That night, Soto is feeling the bitch's berating as he makes dinner for his sister, who is a middle school shut-in, while watching Wine's stream. Then Wine ends her stream right before Sota brings food up to his sister's room. Well, Isuzu Wine is Isuzu Shiojiri, a hopeless Brokon stepsister. For character building, we're told she's Russian-Japanese. The two of them aren't blood-related at all. Being bratty is just an act, and the main reason she streams is to support their now widower father, who's normally running their late mother's cafe. Sota's phone begins to buzz, and this shifts the topic to the bitch, Imoto angry. And all of this was said on stream, because like a ditz, Isuzu accidentally left the audio running. But this turns out to be great for her brand, gaining 250,000 subs overnight, and even Sota is scouted by the agency managing his sister to start streaming as well, since Wine's big bro is a trending topic. Story by Ibarakino, the same author who wrote Mom, Please Don't Come Adventuring With Me. It's a VTuber mash of sitcom, slice of life, and drama skirting the line of ecchi with how lightly dressed his little sister is. It's very well put together as a manga, and it's only 9 chapters for now, so it's a young series with a lot of potential ahead of it. Dungeon Delicacies for my favorite idol. Once again, a title on the nose, and this one hybridizes VTubers and RPG fantasy. Dungeons have appeared in the modern world, and of all things that can be found in them, food is one of them. Food-centric manga are fairly common, and you'll probably be thinking of Dungeon Meshi by now. But the MC of this manga is Yozakura Shio. He became a VTuber and engineer for the purpose of cooking, performing cooking live streams with things he brings back from the dungeons. His streams end up being weirdly successful, with 2 other VTubers from the same agency as him showing up to heckle in the chat. And by heckle, I mean they just want his food. In a weird way, the story feels natural, at least for the streaming bits. The dialogue being how chat actually reacts if you've ever been present in a cooking stream with quite literally any VTuber. So even with the fantasy mixed into it, it's got this grounded presence to it that really sells the idea. Story authored by Mono Kurosagi, it's just a slightly different mix of sitcom with extra comedy. Mid-level fantasy with the dungeons, with cooking and streaming as a focus, including all of the problems both can bring. It's a young series with only 10 chapters out right now, and it's very clear on what direction it's trying to go. That's not all the VTuber manga out there, but that's the ones that I want to talk about. I wouldn't be surprised if actual VTubers start showing up in manga as cameos, references, or actual characters. I mean, something like that happened with YouTubers. Say what you want about YouTubers becoming TV or movie stars or making their actual own shows. Chances are I'll probably end up agreeing with you, but you can't deny the fact that it is something that happened. Internet personalities grew to a point that they actually transcended the internet and got their own TV series. And I certainly won't be surprised when it starts happening to VTubers, because it will eventually happen to VTubers. And depending on how it goes, it could be amazing. Can you imagine a series like No Game, No Life, but with Iron Mouse or Mori? An absurdist comedy like Gintama, but with Kirsch, Fillion, and Nuxtaku? A Shin-chan slice of life starring Korone? And Zentraya's new model looks like it's straight out of Rebuild World. Or to really stretch the idea, what if there was a psychological horror series starring Neuro and Evil? We're already starting to see games featuring well-known VTubers like HoloCure, and after Kiryu Koko evolved into Kei-san, she's now appeared in 3 Like a Dragon games. It's only a matter of time before VTubers take over media completely and we start seeing formal TV shows, movies, or video games starring them. This is the direction entertainment is largely flowing, and I'm excited to see what people come up with. The kind of stories they'll write and the worlds they'll build. The human imagination is an incredible superpower. And if I was to put money on it, I would say that one of the 2 that's most likely to end up starring in their own full feature work, be it TV, movie, or video game, is either going to be Iron Mouse or Calliope Mori. But that's just me rambling about VTuber manga, VTubers, and where I see things headed. I am the NBT. This has been the Noble Weeaboo. Like or don't, sub or don't, and thank you for watching. Now I need to get back to building my own 3D VTuber avatar. It's gonna be low poly, but damn it, I'm building it myself.